Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Richardson going right to the air. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score 7, Giants nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down, that 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Richardson now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
third and long. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. The 20. 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Colts 17, Giants 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Off play action. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Off the play fake. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. He'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on third down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now Richardson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Jones, off the play fake. Buying time to his left. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
44 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Again, it's Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On second down, here's the option. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones now on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. That ball caught by Campbell. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Rolling to his left. To Barkley on the check down. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, he finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Well, drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jones. Off play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 3rd and 1. Richardson to throw. And that's complete to McKenzie. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Richardson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, here we go.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Second down, another run with Taylor. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
After that run for a first down, I don't know the confidence could be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but it's a pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Richardson dials up the first throw of overtime. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Ready, break!
Richardson on 4th down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the Giants are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
Man, when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's Jones' turn in overtime. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones. Oh, and it's intercepted. picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So it's a win here for the Colts. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most. And they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Indianapolis, they earned just their 3rd victory of the season against those 13 losses.